Hello everyone, welcome to the Hero to Superhero series of RBWM. In Hero to Superhero series, we are covering the concepts and the objective questions as well. The concepts are very important. The objective questions we are covering theory, numericals, both, and plus the concepts at the backyard. Means once we clear the questions, we'll give you the concepts also in that. That's why follow the complete series, all the subjects, all of them. Same channel, JAIIB CAIIB English channel. Always subscribe to the channel first. Click on the bell icon so that you can get the latest updates. Many free YouTube series are available. Many. Just go there and check. Okay? So, watch this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. Don't miss this and share it with your friends also. Let's start. Dash is a risk management technique that allocates business resources to create multiple lines of business that offer a variety of products or services in different industries. Avoidance, loss prevention, duplication and diversification. Very important question. From exam point of view, there are various techniques. Out of this, which technique is used in multiple lines of business? Which strategy should be followed by the company? This is the board of director level question. At board of directors, they'll discuss. What strategy should we follow? Should we follow loss prevention? Should we follow duplication? Should we follow diversification? Which? Only one word is important, and that one word will flow throughout the bank and the company. So what strategy should be followed? It should be diversification. Multiple lines of business means diversification. I am diversifying my business. So that what happens? If the revenue, see, diversification means, suppose if I am having, ultimately what's important to me? What important to me is P&L, profit and loss. So in this P&L, the money can come from either of these, any of these sources. If this is less, sometimes this can be more. So that my money is balanced, my funds are balanced over here. Ultimately, what matters is how much is it coming in. So it can be through business A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, anything. Okay? So that is known as diversification strategy. Got it? Dash is a risk management technique that essentially involves creation of a backup plan. Backup. Again, important question. Which will give you the backup plan? What strategy should the board of directors think, senior management think to create a backup plan? Avoidance, loss prevention, duplication and diversification. What strategy should we prepare? Avoidance, loss prevention, duplication and diversification. What do you say? What should be the strategy? It should be yes. Duplication. Backup plan means duplication. I have to duplicate. Suppose if I am having one server, tomorrow something happens to this server, what will I do? My whole bank collapses. So that's why I'll create a copy of this. Copy. Generally, banks follow 2+1 strategy. 2+1, 3 backups are there. This is the main server. This is duplicate. And there is one more duplicate. Third. Okay, duplicate plus duplicate. So there are always 2+1 strategy. Okay, this one is always kept at some outside center. It is not kept at your center. It is kept at the outside center. Okay. So this is known as a duplication strategy. Got it, everyone? 2+1 is the system used in banking system. Banks aggressively build up their retail asset portfolio to expand their business, as retail assets are one of the best drivers in the banking. Retail assets. Why are all the banks going towards retail banking now? Every bank wants retail banking. Why? There are few important points about retail banking. Number one, funds are diversified. Means I'll give you a simple example. Suppose if I'm in corporate banking, let's say I'll give you a very small figure. Let's say I'm having 1 crore rupees, 1 CR. If I'm in corporate banking, I'll give the money to only one client, one customer, one borrower. Right? 1 CR to one borrower. Simple. If I'm in retail banking, I will give this 1 crore to, let's say, 100 customers, 1 lakh each. Okay, so what happens now? 1 lakh into 100 customers, so it becomes 1 crore. Now, which is more better for me? Which is better for me? Is it giving to one borrower, 1 crore, or is it giving to 100 borrowers? Is there a full chance that one borrower might become NPA? Is there a chance? Yes, there is a chance. One borrower can become NPA anytime. But is there a chance that all the 100 borrowers will become NPA at one time? No. There can be 5 borrowers which will become NPA. So 5 lakhs are gone, but 95 lakhs are safe. Your full 1 crore is gone. So that's why all the banks are focusing on retail banking. Very important. Even the rate of interest, ROI, is low over here. ROI. It is always low. Here it is high. Okay, because corporate customer knows each and every details. What is the repo rate going on? What is the margin to be kept? The retail customer doesn't understand that much, isn't it? So that's why the main point over here was this. So now, why are all the banks focusing on retail banking? Because one of the best dash drivers, growth in the business market. Okay, now growth in the business, attack the competition in the market, revenue drivers, and all of these. Is it growth? Retail banking is for growth, attack the competition. Is it revenue, or is it all of these? The answer is all of these. Okay, because retail banking is heavily growth industry, heavy growth. Why? Because the population is growing, so retail banking will grow. Competition, there is a huge competition. If you want to attack that competition, you have to be in the competition. And revenue earner, sales, huge sales. Okay? Now look at the two sentences. Assertion. The ratio of gross earnings to overall revenue or net margin is a useful indicator for assessing profitability. The ratio of gross earnings means gross profit, to overall revenue, gross profit upon sales. Overall revenue means sales. So gross profit, GP, upon sales, okay, or net margin. So GP upon sales or net margin means net profit. Net profit upon sales, you can say, is a good indicator of assessing profitability. Is it true or false? If my gross profit is huge or my net profit is huge as compared to sales, my company is good? Obviously good, isn't it? Don't you think so? Type yes in the comment section if you feel this is a good indicator. Type yes in the comment section. Everyone. Yes? Do it fast. So, this is true. Now, what about this second statement? Reason. Now, this is the point, but what about the reason? Ratio of gross earnings to overall revenue or net margin is insufficient to evaluate the company's financial well-being using a basic dollar amount of profit, dollar or rupee amount. It is essential to take net margin ratio into account. Okay, so ratio of gross earning to overall profit or net margin is insufficient. Is this insufficient? Gross margin to sales is insufficient. Is it so? It's not giving you the idea where the company is going. See, this gross margin is known as top line. Always remember, this is called as top line. GP equals to top line. GP, gross profit, equals to top line, it's called as. You might be hearing this word many times. And net profit is known as bottom line. Bottom. Okay? Bottom line. So top line and bottom line. So this reason is not correct. So both A and R are correct? No. A is correct. What about R? R is insufficient. It is incorrect. Both A and R are correct. R is correct. A is incorrect. R is incorrect. A is correct. D. A is correct. Reason is not correct. Okay? Got it? Among the below mentioned statements, which of the following is not correctly matched? Kindly note, not correctly matched. Not correctly matched. Okay, which of them is not correctly matched? Think. The first stage of the PLC is called as introduction. First stage of product life cycle is called as introduction. The final stage of product life cycle is called as decline. The final stage of PLC is called as decline. Now predominantly horizontally organized. And for designing retail products, now these two I will explain later, but first these two. Which of them are correctly matched? So now, first draw the PLC. See, this product life cycle is like this. This is PLC. First one is known as introduction, intro. I'll just write the first alphabets now. Introduction. Second is known as growth, G. Third is known as maturity, M. And last one is known as decline, D. So both are correct. First stage is known as introduction. Second is known as growth. Third is known as maturity. And last one is decline. So these two are true. Not true. I don't want the correct one, isn't it? So I'll just write over here true. Because I want a false one. This is true. This is true. But I want false one. What is required by me? False. So, predominantly horizontally organized model is mostly product oriented with common customer information for some products. Now this is over. Now let's talk about PH. Predominantly horizontally organized. There are basically four models. Horizontally organized, vertically organized, predominantly horizontally organized, and predominantly vertically organized. So four models are there. Okay. The details of those I'll give later, but just to clarify about PH, predominantly horizontally organized. PH model is basically some part of the model, some part of the data is shared, some part, not full. So mostly product oriented, that is correct. It is mostly product oriented with common customer information for some products. Some data is shared. Some products data is shared. Otherwise this is product oriented. Got it? It is product oriented. Clear everyone? So this is also true. True. But I want a false one. So three are true. So this will be the false one. But let's see. For designing retail banking products and services, customers can be broadly grouped based on their need pyramids. What is need pyramid? Need pyramid means Maslow's hierarchy. I've explained it earlier. Maslow's hierarchy. Physiological, safety, social, esteem, and actualization. 5 levels. So it is grouped. This is true. They are grouped as per their need pyramids. But what is the option given? False. So this is not correctly matched. So this should be true over here. So your required answer is this. D, true. The answer should be false. See, the question is given as which is not correctly matched. So this should be true. It's given as false. Got it, everyone? So it means this is incorrectly matched. Business models of retail banking are being drawn based on various aspects. In this context, which one of the following aspects is incorrect? Again, focus on the question. They want incorrect. Okay? Incorrect. So, business model is not based on which of these parameters? Product, capacity, delivery channels, and technology. On which the model is not based. Now, this is a typical question which you have to remember. Any business model, while designing the business model, we don't take into account the capacity. So this is incorrect. It is not based on capacity. Why? See here, capacity is built after the model. Model is not dependent on capacity. When I build a model, I will change my capacity. If I am having lower capacity, I will increase the capacity. So business model is not dependent on capacity. Capacity is dependent on the business model. Okay? Kindly note. So business model, I'll write it over here. Business model. It's not dependent on capacity. Capacity is dependent on business model. Kindly note this. Okay? Parabanking means, what is parabanking? Selling of the products of hiring locker cabinets, selling of mutual funds, selling of life insurance covers, and both B and C. Selling of hiring locker cabinets. In fact, the answer should be A, B and C. A, B and C. Even locker comes under parabanking. Okay. So this is all, no, that is in ancillary services. Correct. Okay. So, see this. This locker comes under ancillary services. Ancillary. Okay. This is known as ancillary service. Okay. Whereas mutual fund, life insurance, that comes under parabanking. Now, one thing you note, ancillary services will include all the three. All the three are included in ancillary services. Mutual fund also, insurance also, lockers also. But mutual fund and insurance, they are included in parabanking. Locker is not included in para. So the answer is both B and C. The answer is both B and C. Okay? Got it, everyone? Clear? Which of the following is or are not the value-added services offered with the ATM debit cards in retail banking? Not. Built-in accident insurance as a group facility, add-on health life cover, mutual fund investment. So it's not an additional facility, means some augmented series. This is known as the augmentation. Augmentation means additional something you give. You open a savings account with me, I'll give you a health insurance free. You open credit card with me, I'll give you again some insurance free. But can I say that you open a debit card with me, I'll give you accident insurance free? So I can say that. So this can be done. You open a debit card with me, I'll give you a health cover free. That can be done. But can I say that you open a debit card with me, I'll give you a SIP. So SIP, it's not free. Ultimately, you will have to invest in it. Who invests in SIP? Will the bank invest? No. SIP will be invested by the customer. So it's not free. So this is not the value-added product. So only 3 is the answer. Mutual fund investment is not a value-added product. Okay. So these were the questions. Now before going, everyone kindly join the Adda 24/7 batches. Okay. Don't miss the batches. Okay. The batches have just now started. Elevate batch. Join this batch immediately. Say this. JAIIB November series, Elevate batch. Just now it is in the starting phase. Ebooks, mock test, online live classes, everything is available. Always download the app first and then do it. Then purchase. Because in the app you will be getting 1% extra discount. So download the app. Both Google, this Android also and iPhone also. So download it. Ebooks, mock test. If you see the ebooks are chapter wise, mock tests are chapter wise, full length, both. And what is the discount what you are getting? Look at the discount. Y432. You get 79% discount plus 1% extra through the app. So 80% discount net. Huge it is. Join this app. You can join the Increment Mahapack also. Increment Mahapack is one of the best Mahapacks. You get 15 plus batches per subject. 15 plus. Right now you are getting triple validity. You buy for 4 months, you get it for 12 months. You buy for 8 months, you get it for 24 months. Triple validity offer. Again, and discount is obviously there. This 79% plus 1% is obviously there. See this. For that, you will have to remember the code Y432. Okay? See this. 79% plus 1% discount. 80% through the app. You get free physical books, question banks. You get free formula banks. You get free this study planner along with these in the Increment Mahapack. So, join it as app. But never forget the code Y432. Okay? Bye.